Okay, so class, let's have this notation when it comes to group. So class, we can write a group by following this pattern. So given na meron tayong parang two angles or arrow, both sides, sa loob nito meron tayong dalawang place. Ano po? So dito, sa una, we can write the set. Halimbawa, meron tayong tinatawag na set of integers, set of rational numbers, real numbers. So, sa first na yan, yung susulat. And then, the next thing is the binary operation. So, in what operation will you use to test that set? So, ganun siya class isulat. Ano po? So, may iba naman, ang ginagamit nila is parentheses. Open and close parentheses. Pero, sa ibang mga author, ang ginagamit nila is ganong notation. So, let's have an example. For example, class, we have the set of integers or z under in addition. Yung binary operation niya dito, class, is addition. So, is the set of integers under addition a group? So, makukuha natin yung class by testing different properties na meron tayo. Di ba meron tayong 5 properties, pero okay lang naman kahit 3 properties yung ating gamitin. Pero mas maganda kung 5 na rin natin para malaman din natin if that group is also an abelian group. So, let's try an example. Di ba ang integers is composed of negative and positive integers, numbers, di ba? So, let's test this different properties. Number 1, we have closure. So, we have negative 1. Pili lang tayo sa elements niya sa under ng integers ng lahat ng number. So, it's up to us kung anong number na gamitin natin. For example, we have negative 1 plus 5. Diba ang answer niya is 4. So, ang 4 class is also an integer. That's why siya ay nakakasatisfy sa closure property. Tandaan natin ha, kapag nag-add ka ng both element, as ang naging answer niya is, ang element din niya is under din ng set na yon, then it is under the closure property, satisfies. Number 2, we have identity. For example, di ba ang ating addition, kapag addition ang usapan, ang automatic na ating ilalagay dyan for identity is 0. So, isa tayo ng number na integers. For example, negative 3. I-add natin by 0. Dapat ang maging sagot din niya is itself, di ba? So, negative 3 plus 0 is equal to negative 3. That's why it satisfies the identity property. How about inverse property? So, kapag kay inverse property, madali lang din. We have, for example, negative 7 or negative 8 or 7. So, kapag class, di ba, ang inverse niya is, ng negative 7 is 7. So, sa 7, under din siya ni set of integers. So, kapag ang naging answer niya is 0, and then it satisfies the inverse property. How about associative property? So, kapag associative property, diba ang ating goal dito is regrouping lang. So, yung parentheses ay ating ilalagay lang sa ibang part. Pero dapat, maging same yung answer nila both sides. So, negative 2 plus 5, diba, is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay, sa next side naman tayo, sa right side. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus negative 2, that is 6. So, kapag equal yung naging answer nila, class, kahit na nag-regroup tayo, kahit na yung ating parenthesis ay ating binago ng place or location, ay kapag same yung answer, that means it satisfies the associative property. So, kapag given na may check na lahat ng yan, approved na, then the set of integers o z under addition is a group. Pero dahil gusto nating alamin din if that is also an abelian group, then let's try number 5 property which is commutative property. For example, sa lahat ng integers na meron tayo, ang ating pinili is -4 and 3. So, -4 plus 3, kapag kay commutative property, ipapag-transpose lang natin sila o kay interchange lang natin yung kanilang position, di ba? Pero kapag dapat nakapag-interchange sila ng position, dapat same din class yung kanilang answer. If same lang yung answer nila, then we can say that set is an abelian group or it satisfies commutative property. If not, ang tawag sa kanya is non-abelian group or non-commutative group.